Inside the AHSAA, your weekly look at Alabama prep athletics. Brought to you by Russell Athletic, Wilson, Team IP, Cadence Bank, Coca-Cola, Encore Rehabilitation, Farmers Insurance, and AL.com.
Welcome to the Alabama High School Athletic Association Weekly Update, heard exclusively on the Alabama High School Athletic Association Radio Network. I am Randy Lee, and I bring news from this week's top stories from the AHSAA.
High school indoor track teams had one last tune-up last weekend for this week's AHSAA Indoor State Track and Field Championships at the magnificent Birmingham Crossplex. Hoover's boys and girls swept the last chance meet titles with close wins over Vestavia Hills and Mountain Brook, respectively. Auburn finished third behind the Lady Bucks and Lady Spartans, and Mountain Brook was in third in the boys' competition behind the Bucks and Rebels. If regular season performances this indoor season is an indicator, many records could fall, especially in the girls' division where Carmen Carlos of McGill-Tulane is returning in the distance events, in the sprints where junior Caitlin Smith of Pelham is competing, and in the hurdles where freshman Britley Humphrey has been dominating. Carlos has the best times this season of 4.52.44 in the 1,600 meters and 10.52.52 in the 3,200 meters. The 800 time is 4 seconds better than the current AHSAA state meet record, and Carlos already holds the 3,200 record with her blazing 10.34.12 last year. Smith has clocked 7.49 in the 60 meters and 57.26 in the 400 meters this season, both state highs. The 60-meter time is faster than the AHSAA state meet record of 7.65, set in 2012 by Joy Manice Marbury of Hoover, and her 400 time is just shy of the 57.18 state mark set by Marbury last season. Humphrey's 8.96 in the 60-meter hurdles has bested last year's 8.99 record by Hoover's Chalandra Gooden. Chanel Cross of St. Paul's has also leaped 12.03 in the pole vault this season, 9 inches higher than the current state meet record. Simone Charlie of Spain Park has bested her own state record in the triple jump with her season best leap of 39.11.25. On the boys' side, Peyton Ballard of Mountain Brook is in striking distance of the AHSAA's oldest standing indoor track record. His 4:19.98 time in the 1,600 meters is just 9.98 seconds behind Alabama Sports Hall of Fame runner Steve Bolt's 4:10 time set in the 1973 state indoor meet at Montgomery's Garrett Coliseum. Junior Marlon Humphrey of Hoover, the brother of Britley Humphrey, has clocked 6.93 in the 60-meter dash this season and is just 1/100th of a second off the pace of Tracy McKinney's record of 6.92 set last year in the state meet. Donnie Lee of Tuscaloosa County also has beaten the state meet record of 1:53.45 set by Chris Patrick of Smith Station in 2004 with a 1:52.18 time run earlier this season. Auburn's 4x200-meter relay team has also bested Smith Station's state mark of 1:30.23 set at last year's meet with the season's best 1:29.82 in last week's last chance meet. The final day of the championships will be web-streamed live by Play On Sports through a portal available at www.ahsaa.com.
Stay tuned for more of Inside the AHSAA right after this.
With over 40 years of combined experience, SignSource is the premier sign supplier for Central Alabama. From illuminated and monument signs for your business, to banners, car wraps, or political yard signs for the individual, SignSource can do it all. We specialize in designing sign concepts that get results. Contact us today at 256-825-0197 or on the web at signsourcenow.com. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
Customer service continues to be priority number one for Lee Apparel. Keeping with this mission, Lee Apparel is proud to announce the unveiling of the new website, leeapparel.com. Customers now will be able to go and shop for corporate and athletic apparel, customize their own design for these products, and order all at the click of a button. Whether it be for a club at your school, the youth group of your church, or helping to promote your growing business, leeapparel.com is the fun and simple way to get the job done. Designing your own t-shirts have never been easier. Check out leeapparel.com today.
University of Alabama head football coach Nick Saban will be the keynote speaker at the 6th annual AHSAA Principals and Athletic Directors Conference to be held at Montgomery's Renaissance Convention Center April the 2nd and 3rd. Saban, who has guided the Crimson Tide to 3 BCS national championships in the last 4 seasons, will address the state's principals and athletic directors on Wednesday morning, April the 3rd, said AHSAA Executive Director Steve Savarese. We are excited and honored to have Coach Saban speak to our member schools, Savarese said. He is a speaker in great demand, and this conference falls during Alabama's spring training, a very busy time for him. We appreciate his commitment to our state and to our high schools. He is a highly motivated and successful leader who will speak to our school administrators about effective leadership. In 6 seasons at UA, Saban's uncompromising dedication to excellence in every phase of the program has resulted in the school's 13th, 14th, and 15th national championships, and the foundation has been set to yield long-term success for the Crimson Tide. Saban has compiled a 154, 55, and 1 record as a college head coach and has gone 61-7 in the past 5 seasons in Tuscaloosa, which includes a 35-5 mark in regular season conference play. His UA record includes 4 SEC championships and 6 SEC West titles. In 2012, the Tide reached the 10-win milestone in the 5th consecutive season under Saban. Savarese and recently retired Scottsboro High School Athletic Director Larry Morris, a longtime Central Board of Control member, will also speak at the conference April the 3rd. Leadership training courses 502 and 700 will also be offered April the 2nd. Administrators are encouraged to pre-register for the conference online at www.ahsaa.com by March 22nd. For more information, check out the online brochure or contact the AHSAA at 334-263-6994. And finally, on a more somber note, the AHSAA was saddened to learn of the death of former Fairhope basketball coach Bailey Yelding Jr., who passed away January the 22nd. He had been battling cancer for several months. Mr. Yelding, who was inducted into the AHSAA Sports Hall of Fame in 2009, was also the first black mayor in Daphne City history. He left a legacy of winning basketball at Fairhope, where his 16 boys teams compiled a 302-130 record, reached the state tournament semifinals once, the quarterfinals 3 times, and won the Baldwin County Championship 10 times. Yelding also coached football for 6 seasons, compiling a 59-16-1 record. He coached in the 1980 North-South All-Star Game. In addition to the AHSAA Hall of Fame, he was inducted into the Fairhope High School and Baldwin County Coaches Hall of Fames. Our prayers go out to his family, as well as the extended family that includes the hundreds of student athletes he coached in his career. Be sure to follow AHSAA News on Twitter at AHSAA Updates.
That's going to do it for this week. Make sure to tune in next week for Inside the AHSAA.